Welcome to Fluent English with Radio. The idea we're going to talk about today is investment, but not the usual types like money, houses, or businesses. We're talking about the best one, which is yourself. Yes, you heard it right. The best investment you can make is in yourself. Think about it. You can lose money. The market goes down and your savings disappear. You can lose time. Days pass and you feel like nothing has changed. But when you invest in yourself, when you grow your mind, build your skills, take care of your body, no one can take that away from you. Never. Everything starts with you. No one is coming to save you. No magic moment will suddenly fix your life. The only way to create real change is to invest in yourself first. You are your greatest project. Today we're going to talk about why most people don't invest in themselves, what it really means to do it, and how you can start right now. Even if you feel stuck, tired, or scared, let's get started. 1. Why people don't invest in themselves. You know what's interesting? Almost everyone knows they should invest in themselves. They know they should learn more, read more, grow more, but most people don't do it. Why? Napoleon Hill, the author of the famous book Think and Grow Rich, said something powerful. Your only limit is the one you set for yourself. His ideas have helped millions of people become successful. But if we know we should grow, why do so many people stay stuck? Let's be honest. Let's talk about the real reasons. Because once you understand why you don't invest in yourself, you can finally break free. Reason 1. I don't have time. The first reason is time. People say they don't have enough time. I'm too busy. I have work. I have family. I have responsibilities. Maybe I'll start next month. Maybe next year. Think about it. You have time to scroll through your phone for an hour. You have time to watch TV. You have time to worry about things you can't control. But when it comes to reading a book for 10 minutes, learning a new skill for 20 minutes, suddenly there's no time. Let me ask you something. If someone offered you $10,000 to read one book this week, would you find the time? Of course you would. You would wake up early. You would skip that TV show. You would make it happen. It's not about time. It's about what you value. When you don't invest in yourself, you're saying other things matter more. And that's okay. But be honest about it. The truth is simple. If you don't make time for growth, you'll always make time for struggle. Reason 2. Fear of failure. The second reason is fear. People are scared. They think, what if I try and I'm not good at it? What if I fail? What if people laugh at me? So they never start. They stay safe. They stay comfortable. And they stay stuck. Napoleon Hill understood this deeply. He said, "Fear is the enemy of success. Fear keeps you small. Fear tells you lies. It says you're not smart enough, not talented enough, not ready enough, and if you listen to fear, you will never move forward." But here's what you need to know. Everyone who became successful felt fear too. The difference is they moved forward anyway. They felt scared and still took the first step. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every person you admire failed many times before they won. Colonel Harland Sanders created his famous fried chicken recipe. but it was said no to over 1,000 times before it became a hit. What if he had given up after the first time someone said no? KFC would have never existed. Henry Ford's first car company was a big disappointment. Customers hated his cars, but he didn't give up. He learned from those mistakes and created the Ford Motor Company we know today. Every skill you respect took time to build. No one starts perfect. When you invest in yourself, you're not promising to be perfect. You're promising to be better than yesterday. Reason 3. Wanting results too fast. The final reason is wanting things too quickly. We live in a world of instant everything. Instant messages, instant food, instant entertainment. People expect instant success too. Investing in yourself is not like fast food. It's more like planting a tree. You water it every day, you take care of it, and slowly, very slowly, it grows. One day you look up and that tree is strong, tall, and giving you shade. Napoleon Hill called this the power of small actions. Every book you read adds up. Every workout you finish adds up. Every kind word you tell yourself adds up. You don't see it today, maybe not even next month, but in 1 year, 2 years, you become a completely different person. Success is not about one big moment. Success is about small daily investments. I know it's easier not to invest in yourself. It's easier to stay the same. It's easier to blame time, fear, or situations around you. But easy doesn't lead to growth. Growth comes from small daily choices. Napoleon Hill said your only limit is the one you set for yourself. What limit are you setting today? What story are you telling yourself about why you can't grow? It's time to change that story. You have the time. You have the ability. You have everything you need to start investing in yourself right now. The only question is, will you? 2. What investing in yourself really means. Most people think investing in yourself means buying a course or reading a book. And yes, that's part of it, but it's much deeper than that. Napoleon Hill shared a powerful idea in Think and Grow Rich that changed millions of lives. Whatever the mind can imagine and truly believe in, it can do. Think about that for a moment. Whatever your mind can imagine and truly believe in, you can make real. What Napoleon Hill meant is simple but life-changing. Everything you do in life starts in your mind. It starts with your thoughts. It starts with your beliefs. If you don't believe you can do something, you won't take action long enough to make it happen. You'll give up too soon. But if you believe deeply, if you trust yourself, your mind will find ways to help you reach that goal. Your mind becomes your strongest tool. Investing in yourself means this: making the complete person you are better. Not just one part, not just your skills, not just your body, everything, your mind, your health, your soul. Invest in your mind and skills. Your mind is powerful. What you put into it matters. Think about your mind as a garden. If you plant good seeds, you get good fruit. If you plant nothing, weeds will grow. If you fill your mind with negative news, complaints, and fear, that's what grows inside you. But if you feed your mind with knowledge, smart ideas, and positive thoughts, you become stronger, clearer, more sure of yourself. So how do you invest in your mind? Start simple. Read for just 10 minutes every day. It doesn't have to be a big book. It can be one page, one idea, one lesson. The goal is not to finish 50 books this year. The goal is to grow a little bit every single day. Learn new skills that add value to your life. Maybe it's communication skills so you can express yourself better. Maybe it's a new language so you can connect with more people. Maybe it's financial skills so you can manage your money wisely. Maybe it's cooking so you can take care of your health. Every skill you learn makes you more valuable. You become someone who can solve problems, someone who can create chances. If you learn one new thing today, you're already ahead of most people. Most people stop learning after school. They think they know enough, but the world keeps changing. And if you don't grow, you get left behind. Invest in your mind. Feed it, challenge it, grow it. Invest in your health. The second area is your health. And let me be honest with you. This is the area most people ignore until it's too late. We work hard to make money. We stress about our jobs. We skip meals. We don't sleep enough. We sit all day. We tell ourselves, I'll take care of my health later. However, your health is your real wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're sick, tired, and weak, what's the point? You can't enjoy anything. You can't create anything. You can't help anyone. If you don't have energy, how can you work? If your body is in pain, how can you focus? If you're always tired, how can you chase your dreams? Taking care of your health is one of the cheapest investments with the highest return. You don't even need expensive gym memberships or special tools. You just need to move your body. Walk for 20 minutes. Do simple exercises at home. Stretch. Breathe deeply. Your body wants to move. It was made to move. And eat real food. Not factory-made junk that makes you feel heavy and tired. Eat vegetables. Eat fruits. Eat food that gives you energy, not food that takes it away. Sleep well. Your body repairs itself when you sleep. Your mind processes everything when you sleep. If you don't sleep enough, you're working against yourself. I know you're busy. I know you have responsibilities. But if you don't take care of your body now, your body will force you to stop later. And that's much more expensive, much more painful. Invest in your health. It's not selfish. It's smart. When you feel strong and healthy, everything else becomes easier. Your mood gets better. Your focus gets better. Your belief in yourself gets better. Invest in your soul. The last area is your soul. This is the part many people forget. You can have success on the outside and still feel empty on the inside. You can have money, things you've done, and people knowing you, but if your soul is tired, stressed, and angry, you won't feel happy. You won't feel satisfied. How do you invest in your soul? First, learn to forgive. Forgive people who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Holding anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. Let it go. Free yourself. Second, practice being thankful. Every day, think about what you're thankful for. It can be small things, a warm meal, a good friend, a quiet moment. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your whole energy changes. You feel lighter, happier, more alive. Third, protect your energy. Stay away from negative people. People who complain all the time. People who drain you. People who don't support your growth. You become like the people you spend time with. Choose carefully. Spend time with people who inspire you. People who challenge you. People who believe in you. And stop taking in so much negative content. bad news, problems, gossip. It fills your mind with fear and stress. Instead, fill your soul with things that make you feel good. Music, nature, creativity, prayer, or quiet thinking. Whatever brings you peace. When your soul is clean and clear, you attract better chances. You give positive energy. People feel it. They want to be around you. They want to work with you. They trust you. Now, I want you to understand something important. You don't need to change overnight. The goal is simple. Be just a little bit better than yesterday, a little stronger, a little wiser, a little healthier. That's it. There's a powerful concept called the 1% rule. It says if you improve just 1% every day, the results add up over time. Read for 10 minutes today. That's improvement. Those tiny actions seem like nothing, but they add up. Over weeks, over months, over the years. And one day you look back and realize you're not the same person anymore. You've changed, not through one big moment, but through 1,000 small choices. Now here's what ties everything together. These three areas, mind, health, and soul, they don't work alone. They work as one complete system. When you invest in your mind, you learn every day. You read, you grow, you build value. When you invest in your health, you move your body. You eat well, you sleep enough. Your body becomes your base. When you invest in your soul, you forgive. You stay thankful. You protect your energy. You stay close to positive people. When you improve one area, the others improve too. When you take care of all three, you become very strong. Start becoming that person today. Invest in your mind. Invest in your health. Invest in your soul. 3. The power of belief and mindset. You might be thinking, if my mind were that powerful, I would be a billionaire by now. It's normal to question the power of belief and mindset. After all, they are something we cannot see with our own eyes. However, their results are everywhere if you look closely enough. There are many successful stories that come from the power of the mind. And not being sure about the mind's power might be the reason why you are not where you want to be right now. One of Napoleon Hill's most powerful teachings was this: when you truly believe, the universe begins to move in your favor. That might sound like magic, but it's not. It's how the mind works. When you believe something is possible, your brain starts looking for ways to make it happen. You notice chances you didn't see before. You meet people who can help you. You find solutions to problems. But when you don't believe, your brain does the opposite. It finds reasons why you can't succeed. It sees problems everywhere. It keeps you safe, stuck, and small. You can have all the knowledge in the world. You can have all the things you need. You can have all the chances. But if you don't believe in yourself, none of it matters. You won't use what you know. You won't take action. You won't even try. Belief is not just a nice feeling. Belief is power, and Jim Carrey is a living proof of this power. Yes, he is a famous actor, but before he was famous, he was broke. Really broke. He grew up poor. His family struggled. At one point, they lived in a van. Jim had to work as a janitor to help his family survive. Most people in that situation would give up on their dreams. They would think, I'm not lucky enough. I'm not talented enough. Success is for other people, not for me. But Jim Carrey did something different. He believed. Even when he had nothing, he believed in himself. In 1990, when he was still unknown and struggling, he wrote himself a check for $10 million. He dated it for Thanksgiving, 1995. He wrote in the notes that this money was for the acting work he did. He kept that check in his wallet. Every day he looked at it. Every day he reminded himself of what he believed was possible. People thought he was crazy, but he didn't care. He kept believing. He kept working. He kept making his skills better. And guess what happened? In 1994, just before that date on the check, he got paid $10 million for his role in the movie Dumb and Dumber. His belief became his reality. Now, I'm not telling you to just write a check and wait for money to appear. That's not the lesson. The lesson is this. When you truly believe something is possible, you start acting like the person who deserves it. You work harder. You learn more. You don't give up when things get difficult. Jim Carrey didn't just write a check. He practiced comedy every single day. He tried to get roles hundreds of times. He was told no over and over, but his belief kept him going. That's the power of mindset. When you believe you can do something, you start seeing yourself differently. You stop thinking, "I'm not good enough." You start thinking, "I'm becoming good enough." That small change in thinking changes everything. You start taking small actions. You read that book. You take that course. You have that difficult conversation. You apply for that job. And each small action builds belief in yourself. Each small win proves to yourself that you can do it, that you are capable, that you are growing. But it all starts with belief. Without belief, you never take the first step. Napoleon Hill studied successful people for over 20 years, and he found one repeated action in all of them. They believed in themselves before anyone else did. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for perfect situations. They didn't wait to feel ready. They believed first, then they acted, then they became successful. What happens when you don't believe? When you don't believe in yourself, you work against yourself. You don't even realize you're doing it, but you are. You get a chance, but you tell yourself, "I'm not qualified," so you don't apply. You have an idea, but you tell yourself, "Someone already did this," so you don't start. You want to change, but you tell yourself, "I tried before and failed," so you don't try again. Your lack of belief becomes a prison. And the worst part? You're the one holding the key. Think about it. How many dreams have you given up on because you didn't believe they were possible? How many times have you stopped yourself before you even started? I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this because I want you to see the truth. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your belief. Of course, changing a belief right away is not realistic, but it's not impossible. You can change your belief by taking some small steps. Set aside one day each week for quiet thinking, just one day. Use this time to step back and look at yourself honestly. This is not about judging yourself harshly. This is about understanding yourself better. Ask yourself these questions. What went well this week? What challenges did I face? How did I respond to those challenges? What beliefs helped me? What beliefs held me back? Write down your answers. Be honest. Be kind to yourself. This weekly practice does something powerful. It helps you see repeated actions. It helps you understand which thoughts serve you and which ones don't. Maybe you notice you always think, I'm not good enough when facing new challenges. Once you see that repeated action, you can change it. You can replace it with a better thought. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm becoming good enough. This is how you build a healthy mindset. Not by ignoring negative thoughts, but by seeing them clearly and choosing better ones. When you take time to think back, you also see your progress. You realize how much you've grown, how many small wins you've had, and how many problems you've overcome. That knowing builds belief in yourself, and belief in yourself strengthens belief. Make it a habit. 1 day a week, 30 minutes of quiet time. Just you, your thoughts, and honest thinking. From that thinking, you build the beliefs and mindset you need to keep moving forward. Here's something powerful I want you to understand. You don't attract success by chasing it. You attract success by becoming the person who deserves it. What does that mean? It means you don't wait until you're successful to start believing in yourself. You believe in yourself first, and that belief changes how you act. You start showing up differently. You start speaking differently. You start making decisions differently. And people notice. Chances notice. Success doesn't come to people who want it. Success comes to people who believe they're ready for it. Ask yourself, who do you need to become to have the life you want? What does that person believe? How does that person act? What choices does that person make every single day? Start becoming that person now. Not next year. Not when you're ready. Now. Believe in yourself now. Trust yourself now. Invest in yourself now. Jim Carrey believed that when he had nothing, and that belief changed his life. Not because belief is magic, but because belief drives action. You have that same power. You have that same ability. You just need to start using it. 4. How to start investing in yourself today. Now let's say that you've got that belief in yourself. You want to do this investment because you believe it's good for you. But how do you go from there to actually starting? Knowledge without action is useless. You can listen to 1,000 podcasts. You can read 100 books. But if you don't take action, nothing changes. Let me quote Napoleon Hill one more time. Do not wait. The time will never be just right. Yes, the time will never be just right. You'll never have enough money. You'll never have enough time. You'll never feel completely ready. If you wait for the perfect moment, you'll wait forever. There is no such thing as the perfect time, but there is the best time. And when is the best time to start doing something? The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is now. Let me give you a simple plan. 4 steps you can follow to start investing in yourself today. Not next week. Not next month. Today. Know your worth. The first step is simple but powerful. Know that you deserve this investment. This might sound obvious, but most people don't truly believe it. They think other people deserve growth, success, and happiness, but not them. They think, I'm not special. They think I'm not talented enough. They think I don't deserve it. But that's not true. You deserve every bit of effort. You deserve every minute you spend on yourself. Why? Because you're alive. Because you have potential. Because you have dreams that deserve to be chased. Right now, I want you to say this to yourself, out loud if you can. I deserve to grow. I deserve to become better. Say it, mean it, believe it. This is where everything starts. When you truly believe you deserve this, you stop making excuses. You stop putting yourself last. You start taking action. Start small. The second step is to start small. Don't try to change everything at once. That's how people fail. They get motivated, they try to do too much, and they burn out. Instead, start with something so small that it feels easy, something you can do every single day without feeling too much. Want to invest in your mind? Read just one page of a book before bed. That's it. One page. In 1 year, you'll finish multiple books. Want to invest in your health? Walk for 10 minutes every morning. Just 10 minutes. Your body will thank you, and your mind will feel clearer. Want to invest in your soul? Write down 3 things you're thankful for each night. 3 simple things. This practice will change how you see the world. These actions seem small, almost too small, but that's exactly the point. Small actions are easy to do. Small actions build habits, and habits over time create change. You're not trying to become perfect. You're trying to become a little better every day. Don't wait until you can do something big. Start with something small. Start today. Be consistent. The third step is doing it regularly. This is where most people fail. They start strong, but they don't keep going. They read for a week, then they stop. They exercise for a month, then they quit. They feel motivated for a moment, then life gets busy. But here's the truth. Success is not about how hard you try. Success is about doing it regularly. It's better to read 10 minutes every day than to read for 5 hours once a month. It's better to walk 15 minutes daily than to work out for 2 hours once a week. Why? Because regular action builds strength. It builds good habits. It builds who you are. When you do something every day, you start to see yourself differently. You're not someone who wants to read. You're a reader. You're not someone who wants to be healthy. You're someone who takes care of their body. That change in who you are is powerful. It changes how you make decisions. It changes how you see yourself. How do you stay regular? Here are some simple tips. Make it easy. Put your book next to your bed. Put your workout clothes by your door. Remove things that make it hard to start. Track your progress. Use a calendar. Mark an X every day you complete your small action. Don't break the chain. Be kind to yourself. If you miss a day, don't quit. Just start again the next day. One missed day doesn't ruin your progress. Giving up does. Remember, you're building a new version of yourself. That takes time. Be patient with the process. Reflect and adjust. The fourth step is to think about your journey. Growth is not just about moving forward. It's about understanding how you're moving and where you're going. Once a week, take 10 minutes to think about these questions. What did I learn this week? What did I do well? What can I improve? How do I feel about my progress? Write down your answers. Keep a journal. This simple practice does 3 powerful things. First, it shows you how far you've come. When you look back after a month, you'll see real progress. That builds belief in yourself and motivation. Second, it helps you learn from mistakes. Maybe you skipped your reading because you were too tired at night. Okay, try reading in the morning instead. Change and make it better. Third, it keeps you connected to your why. It reminds you why you started, why this matters, and why you deserve the effort. Thinking back turns experience into smart knowledge. Without thinking back, you just go through the motions. With thinking back, you actually grow. Keep in mind that you don't need permission to start. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need to wait for the right moment. The world is waiting for the best version of you. But that version won't appear by accident. You have to create it, day by day, choice by choice. And it starts with one small action. Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today, read one page. Take one walk. Write down one thing you're thankful for. Choose one small thing and do it. That's how change begins. Not with a big dramatic moment, but with a small, simple decision to become a little bit better. Before this day ends, do one thing to invest in yourself. Just one thing. It can be tiny. It can take 5 minutes, but do it. Prove to yourself that you're serious. We've reached the end, but really, this is just the beginning. In his book, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill wrote, "Success comes to those who become success conscious." What does that mean? It means success is not something you run after. Success is something you become. When you invest in yourself, you're not just learning new things. You're becoming a different person, a person who believes, a person who takes action, a person who deserves the life they dream about. Let's remember what we talked about today. Most people don't invest in themselves because they think they don't have time. They're afraid of failing, or they want results too fast. But the truth is simple. If you don't make time for growth, you'll always make time for problems. Investing in yourself means 3 things. Invest in your mind and skills. Invest in your health. Invest in your soul. These 3 areas work together to create the complete, powerful version of you. Everything starts with belief. When you believe in yourself, you take action. When you take action, you see results. When you see results, your belief grows stronger. And you start by taking small steps. Know your worth. Start small. Be regular with your actions. And think about your progress. That's it. That's the plan. Now here's what I want you to understand. Investing in yourself is not a one-time thing. It's not something you do for a month and then stop. It's a lifelong journey. Starting today, promise yourself. Promise to grow. Promise to become the person who gets the success, the peace, and the life you deserve. You deserve every bit of work. Every minute, every choice, every small action. The world is waiting for you. The best version of you. Now go, start today, invest in yourself, and watch how everything in your life begins to change. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss anything new. Feel free to send this video to a friend who could use it. And don't forget to explore our other videos while you're here. Thanks for listening. See you around.